Why'd they change my name to Sherwin Frederick? Who is that? Hell no. I got fucking scammed.
You got scammed.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. On here, we talk about scams and cons. Well, anyways, let's get right into it. Our girl, Kammi Crawford, was recently scammed by someone on Venmo. I don't personally use Venmo, but a lot of people do. And if you're one of them, watch this video. If you don't know who Kammi Crawford is, she's the beautiful co-host on the famous show Catfish. I love that show. That is my show. And I was always wondering where she came from. She's actually a beauty queen who was crowned Miss Teen USA in 2010. Well, hunty, she's venting about this online. Check this out.
There are fraudulent charges on your account. Do not respond to the text. Do not answer the call.
Okay, so I recently had an experience with this, and I figure if this can happen to me, and I am literally the co-host of Catfish, this can happen to anyone, so listen up. And yes, I have a giant chin pimple. I ate some cheese. Let's not talk about it. So I was in Vegas for the Usher concert. Yes, the backstory is important. Had a few cocktails by the pool, and I get this call from, I don't even know what the number was, but I get spam calls all the time, and at this rate, I usually just pick up and cuss them out and then hang up. But this time, it said it was from Venmo. So of course I'm on the phone and I'm like, this is some bullshit. Like, I know this is a scam. But the call was like, we have noticed some fraudulent activity on your account and we just want to make sure that your account is secure, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like getting ready for them to patch me into somebody from somewhere who's clearly a scammer so that I can cuss them out. But before we even get there, they say that we're going to send you a text message and basically like you're going to have to dial in this code to basically verify that this is your account. And sure enough, a text comes through from Venmo's phone number. Please look at this. So this is the number that Venmo will always text me from if I get an incoming payment. So you see all of these payments from Catfish, honestly. All these are from Catfish, a flight reimbursement. Like, this is where they send us like our per diem. Everything has been sent through Venmo for the past few months. Now that's changed, so don't fucking try me. But when we're on the road, this is how I see my payments come through from our production company. This is the number that they use to text me from every single time. This is the text that came through on that phone call. Venmo here, never share this code via email, call, or text. Only you should enter the code. Beware if someone asks for the code, it's a scam. And then they sent the code. And I don't know if it was the drinks that I had or the fact that I got a real text message from Venmo's real number. But I'm thinking like, oh, this has to be Venmo. So I send the code. And guess what happened? Something just told me to go look at my Venmo account just to like make sure. Child, why'd they change my name to Sherwin Frederick? Who is that? Hell no. I got fucking scammed. Then I noticed that they changed my bank account information to their bank account information, which is very bold, by the way, because, like, don't you think that we can find you like that? If you put your bank account information on there, I think it's much easier to find you, Sherwin, bitch. They tried to do an instant transfer of almost $2,000, but I believe the 1486 number, that was how much was in my Venmo wallet. So they basically just drained my shit and went and transferred it into their account. So, of course, I contact Venmo, and I send them all the information, and they were like, you know, we will never call you, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, yeah, but you guys texted me, or whoever this person is texted me from your number. They were like, can you send us a screenshot, or can you, like, let us know which number it is? I send the number. They were like, yeah, that's our number. And even the person that I was talking to from Venmo seemed a little surprised and, like, weirded out by what happened. They ended up transferring me back the money that was in my wallet, but I had to do a whole bunch of shit, and I don't even think it's done, honestly, to get my account unlocked, because they locked it up and tried to, you know, remedy the situation. Either way, to be honest, I've fucked with Venmo for a really long time. I'm not using Venmo anymore. But there's really no safe place anymore, because now people are spoofing calls from your bank. My advice, better safe than sorry. Do not answer any texts. Do not answer any calls. Like, if anything, go to the bank and talk to someone at the bank, or call the bank's number from whatever actual app that you have. If you have Bank of America, Chase, City National, whatever it is, call the number that is on their actual website and on their app. Because now these people are able to call you from a number that will show up as your bank's number, but it's not your bank. And what the person in the video that I just stitched was saying is that if you hang up the phone after they've called you and said, hey, we have this fraudulent activity, we want you to verify, yada, 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 hang up and call your actual bank's number, and it will not be the same person that picks up the phone. It will be the actual person at your bank. It's all very weird and very scary, and I would hate for anybody to fall into a worse situation than I did, and obviously people are. So warn your parents, warn your grandparents. I feel like they are the most vulnerable in these situations. And if you're out here running these kinds of scams, literally I hope you choke every single morning when you wake up. And maybe consider getting a job or a career that doesn't require you to be a complete piece of shit that's going to hell and burning forever with gasoline draws on. Thank you. Hope that helps.
From the beauty queen's mouth to you guys' ears, I hope everybody was paying attention. It's horrible when you get frauded out of your money. And the crazy thing is that now these apps like Venmo and Cash App, they're becoming more fraudulent every day. So I would be very careful when using these apps. And if there's a possibility you can do the transaction through PayPal, I've heard PayPal is a little bit safer, but they all have issues. A lot of things about that video were so crazy. Like, how did it come from the Venmo number? That in itself is very disturbing. It came from the Venmo number. The amounts that she's always seeing, what she's always using, it was right there. None of that makes sense. Also, I like how she pointed out they done changed the name, the bank account. That was stupid, because obviously they're gonna find out exactly who it is. People are so they think they're so smart, yet they're stupid. You know, it doesn't pay to con people, because in the end, your ass gonna end up in jail. Unfortunately, Venmo was helpful to her and helped her get her money back. So that's the good thing, but that's not always the case. From what I hear, when you get conned a lot of times with Cash App, there is no money back. You're not getting your money back. So you really have to be careful, because Cash App, Venmo, all of them, except for, PayPal. I've heard of people getting conned through PayPal too, like with Temu. You know, I'm gonna do a video on Temu next. Please comment if you like the video. Let me know what you thought about the video, and if you use Venmo, and if you plan on not using it anymore. So be safe out there, guys. Tune in for more hacking, for more scams and cons. Thanks for watching. God bless.